Yeah! Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, me. I'm not in my right seat right now. But it doesn't matter. Ooh, I can hear my own voice. We're good today. Am I peaking? How are our levels? All right. Look what we got going. Welcome back. Welcome to the Dojo. You know, no? Yeah, I'm pretty mad at myself. Episode 6. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and germs. That's what I'm going to say when I'm a dad. Welcome back, everybody. I'm very excited to be here. It's episode 6 of Grand Master Pod. You guys have been consistently killing it with watching the podcast. I appreciate you. Don't you ever forget to go on iTunes and leave it a review. It makes the ego feel better. And you guys are watching it everywhere. You're watching it on Spotify. I see the downloads. Libsyn does it for me. We're just getting settled in. The first 10 minutes, you know how it is. It's scary, it's nerve-wracking, and then we get into a roll of it. But Grandmaster's here, and Grandmaster's ready to get rolling. You know what I'm saying? It's St. Patrick's Day. Today is Sunday. I'm actually recording it the day I plan to record it. It's going to be a Saturday, Sunday record. The past 2 weeks have been a mess, but today is a special day because it's St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick himself is on the podcast. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's me. And no, it's special because I'm prepared. It's been 2 weeks since I was prepared last. And we've got topics. You know, I've done stuff this week. Sammy Joe's back with us here. Were you here for the last one, babe?
No, it was the first I missed.
First you missed. So, last week's was crazy. You know what I mean? I need my producer here. She's the unofficial producer. You know what I mean? I'll be like, hey, do you have any topics? And she'll say no. I'll ask her, babe, do you have any topics? What have we done this week? No, I don't. I don't have anything. But she wanted to be here. She's glad to be here. She's hanging out in the background, just flicking her bean. I'm just kidding. That would be wildly inappropriate. But I love having her here because then I can talk to her. And it's also like talking to you guys, you know? So when I have something to say, I can get a reaction out of it. Instead of just sitting here like a crazy person. It's definitely less crazy doing this podcast when she's right there eating avocado toast in the background. So if you hear this, that's because it's her eating in the background. She's eating avocado toast in the background. So you might hear that. I love her little smacks though. But I'm stoked for this podcast, baby. It's another rushed one because, you know, in the dojo, we always got a place to be. And sometimes we don't, but we do have a place to be, and we're now going to be late because of it. But it wouldn't be part of the dojo if it wasn't like that, dude. I got some new jean shorts. I quickly went to it. I'm not going to stand up because Grandmaster doesn't want to stand up right now, and starting to dislike that I'm talking about myself in third person as Grandmaster. But it's my fucking dojo. Why are you doing little jerking off things in the background?
I didn't want to stand.
No, I don't have a boner yet. Oh, now I do. All you audio listeners are missing out, but went to the mall today. It was a great day. Had a great weekend, but today specifically got this shirt. Now, it's acrylic, I think. No, it's not acrylic. Is it acrylic?
I think.
Oh, fuck, it might not be, but it might also be acrylic. I said that because this is superhero clothing because it doesn't shrink. It's fucking awesome. Got this at, I don't remember either Forever 21 or H&M. That's where Grandmaster goes to buy his clothes. H&M. I pretty much have everything they fucking sell there. And I'm not that mad about it. Except for when they did that thing where they advertised, they said a little monkey and they had a black boy wearing clothes. Was it H&M? Yeah, I think it was. Totally. Yeah, because that's right around the time we did a music video for us, but we were coming out of an H&M, Steve and I think it was just a couple friends or something, maybe the acoustic version, but we walk out of an H&M store and people are like, is this a sponsor? No, this is not a sponsor, an H&M sponsor because of all that, but I fucking love H&M. Terrible choice though back then. How stupid was that? Who let that slide? I know I'm really late to talk about this. Is that what it said? Coolest monkey in the jungle? Yeah. I mean, so cute because little kids are little monkeys, but you can't have a black boy and say coolest monkey in the jungle. You just can't do that. It's just part of it.
Maybe it was reversed.
It's part of life. Reverse racism is what Sam and Joe said. No, I think it was just purely ignorance, honestly. I think that they didn't think about it, or they didn't think about it enough. And somebody who had, I think I've already explained it, but just in case I didn't explain it well enough, they had an advertisement on Instagram or possibly all over. I don't know where else it was. And it was a little boy wearing a shirt that said, coolest monkey in the jungle, but it was a little black boy, and everybody got upset about it because, obviously, because I'd be upset about it. And I was. Not that much, but I was like, wow, what the fuck? That's so stupid. Who let this happen? But I think they probably just didn't think anything of it. They're probably like, there's no way the world's going to get upset. And they did. They got very upset. This just simply won't mix. Does anyone have that problem when you're stirring a cold brew, but it just won't fucking mix?
I noticed that the bottom was a different color.
And I poured my own creamer in. I normally don't put creamer in. I'm a black drinker. I'm a black cold brew drinker. What's that?
You should put that on a shirt.
I'm a black drinker. Good crowd tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my stand-up. I said I'm not doing a Hitler sign. I'm allowed to go good crowd tonight and wave at the audience without being Hitler. And I have my first hater, and it's my wife. She's already comparing me to Hitler. Now, oh fuck. Audio listeners, I made a real good choice. What are you laughing at? You're laughing at me referring to some of the audio listeners? Only the audio listeners. All right, I put a little bit. Let me just say this even quieter. A little bit of ASMR. I put just a little bit of sea salt. I have throat burp. Sea salt caramel creamer.
Almond based.
And it's almond based. Then we had it home. I put that into my black cold brew from, bring it up, from Coffee Bean. And oh, fuck, dude. Mighty fine. Wine and dine me. There's nothing like sea salt and caramel. This might not even be sea salt, actually. I think it's just caramel. Isn't it? Isn't it, wench? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you a wench. I'm just kidding. Now, Sammy Joe's here. I can bully her. I never bully her. If anything, you bully me, babe. It was one time, was it? My Lily. Is Lily white ass a racist thing? A racist, I hope it's not.
What was Lily?
I don't know. I've just heard that saying my whole life. My Lily white ass.
It was little.
Nope, I believe it's Lily. Hey, in the comments, let me know if that's where Lily white ass comes from. And if it is racist, I had no clue. I'm always worried. This is like, I'm the most self-aware on this podcast, I think. No, maybe not the most self-aware. I'm self-aware about the things some of the occasional thing that I say that I think of in that moment that it. You should Google it. Google that, babe. Lily white ass. Is it okay to say? And I keep saying it. So if it's not okay.
White on Urban Dictionary. Description of a person, object, or organization that rejects any culture other than.
Oh, fuck. So it's not okay to say.
Often accompanied by informal segregation through the.
Jesus Christ.
Like a Lily White Housing Association with no minorities.
I think when it's said, it's usually in a joking, self-aware context, right?
Second definition, slang. My big fat white ass cheeks. You get kissed
Okay.
by Lily White.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. I mean, a lot of you can't hear that, but she said that it actually does have to do with some segregation. But then there's a second meaning that just means like my big fat ass. And that's what I mean when I say it, because I'm thick as fuck, boy. Girl, I'm falling for you, girl. The guy on fucking Temptation Island. So it doesn't matter what race he is, but I'm just going to paint you the picture. He's a white, tall guy. And I don't know where he's from. He's muscular, very, very skinny. And he talks to this girl, but he always says, he refers to her as girl. Now, no, I don't like that at all. I don't like that because it just it sounds really cringy. I got to be honest. Now, do I do cringy things sometimes? Mm-hmm. Of course, everybody does. But when you're constantly watching the show and you see this guy go like, girl, I think I'm falling for you, girl. Okay, maybe he doesn't say it twice like that. But he'll be like, girl, I knew you were trouble. Exactly like that. It's the cadence of which he says it. If he was like, girl. Nope, there's no way for that to sound. That sounded even worse. Girl, you are. Damn, girl. Even then. But it's very funny to see. I'll tell you that much. But the show ended. Did it end? No, it didn't. The Bachelor ended. And yeah, I am actually pretty embarrassed that we watch those shows, but they're guilty pleasures. I've talked about it on the podcast. And if you are part of the dojo, you're all right with that. We're going to keep watching it, and it's a guilty pleasure, man. We watch it, and it's fun, and we enjoy ourselves. We enjoy our time. You build a connection with some of the characters. You hate some of the characters. It's like Jersey Shore, man, which we were watching also. But now Sammy Joe doesn't want to fucking watch it, so I don't get to watch it. And that pisses me off a bit. Gonna lean back. Lean back. Have you guys heard that song? Bust it down, Tatiana. Or how's it go? Bust down, Tatiana. Do people really like that song? That's the question I have. Do people really like that song? Or is it just like the chorus, the bust down, Tatiana, bust down, Tatiana, bust down? I like that part, but the rest of the song is god-awful.
I think it's just like the current anthem to bust it open.
Yeah, true. Saying bus hit. It's funny because you thought a bust down, so we recently found out this. If you've ever heard someone use the term like, look at my bust down. I have. What's his name? Fucking Lil Pump uses that all the time. He's like, look at my bust down. Look at it. And Sammy Joe thought it meant like bust down, like break it down now, baby. Break it down. Break it. You know what I mean? But it actually doesn't. But my bust down is something that you decked out with diamonds, I believe. Now we looked it up. But also the internet isn't always correct. Oh my God, we're 50 minutes into the podcast. I'm kidding. No. I mean, I said 50, but was joking. I'm feeling good. We've busted open, Tatiana. Bust down, Tatiana. Looking at Sam Joe to see if that made her laugh. Didn't. Oh, she's looking at little pictures of us being little cuties. So let's dive right into the meat and fucking veg to this. St. Patrick's Day. I don't know a whole lot about that, but it's a day where everyone's partying. And I didn't know what fucking day St. Patrick's Day was because yesterday everybody was partying, which makes sense because it's Saturday. So Saturday night, you wouldn't party Sunday night and then go to work the next day. But people were partying all day Saturday, which is awesome. But also, I don't really party that often. So people walking around with green hats on. It was interesting, you know? It was that, and I don't know. I don't want to celebrate every holiday by drinking. I was talking to Sammy Joe about that today. I was like, I don't even know if I want to drink on my birthday. Like, there's enough opportunity to drink during the year that I don't know if I need to drink on my birthday. I want to go like ziplining or something. I want to fucking... If that hurt your ears, I'm so sorry, but I want to zip through the fucking... Does that sound like me zipping through the trees? I think it does. It reminds me of it, but that's what I want to do. But, oh, dude, okay. So let's go back to my coffee for a sec. I got a coffee today at Starbucks, which everyone knows it's just the golden standard, and it's really not that great. But I wanted a cold brew. They didn't have any cold brew. What? Okay. I mean, fuck, that really sucks. You don't have cold brew? Who doesn't have cold brew? It's 2019. Mm-hmm. Then they say, well, we can make you an iced coffee and throw a shot in it. And so I'm thinking, oh, so it's just going to be like an iced Americano, but with also coffee added to it. That sounds terrible because it tastes bad. And then I said, okay, I'll take it. I got it. Tasted like shit. But before I got it, I said, cool. I'll also have a muffin. I will have, and this pop thing for Sammy Joe. What do they call the fucking cake pop things? Sorry, we don't have the muffin. Okay, Starbucks, hold up. So you don't have cold brew and you don't have a fucking muffin? You're a Starbucks. And then I said, okay, no worries. I'll have the coffee cake. Sir, we don't have that either. I'm not even fucking kidding. They didn't have the goddamn cold brew. They didn't have the goddamn blueberry muffin or a muffin at all. And they didn't have the coffee cake. Pissing me off. That's what they were doing. Pissing me off all goddamn day for that 5 minutes all goddamn day. I got over it very fast because, no, I didn't. I got over it the normal amount of time. 3 to 5 minutes after that, I didn't think about it again till now. But you know what? Grandmaster had it with Starbucks in that moment. And Starbucks was still in the game for me. It still kind of is, but now I'm really pissed off at it because I've had 2 terrible fucking experiences there. Now, I know that's not that big of a deal. Nobody was rude to me. Nobody took a dump on my coffee. Nobody said, here's your cold brew, and there you go. No one did that. No. But it was enough of a bad experience to leave a bad taste, as if they did shit in it. Do you understand? I need you to take your shirt and pants out. Do you understand? Sam and Joe? You guys sit tight, because we'll be right back after this break. I'm kidding. There's no break. But I just don't know what to think, how to feel about Starbucks. I think they're on their last fucking leg for me. Starbucks is on their last leg. The coffee's not that great in the first place. It's just convenient, and it's sometimes okay, and sometimes it's a bit too bitter. And that pisses me off too. But you didn't have cold brew. You didn't have the fucking muffin. You didn't have the coffee cake, and you're a Starbucks. You have everything all the time. And when you don't have something, you replenish your stock. This is Fortnite. When you're out of materials, you get more materials. Mats. You're out of mats with lots of things. Starbucks. Replenish your mats. There's trees everywhere. Do you understand? There's a house. You can get the wood. Now, yeah, I know I'm being a little overdramatic here. But that's just how it is sometimes, okay? They were in the running, and now I'm not so fucking sure. Coffee Bean has been consistent. The only thing that they've done wrong with me, which wasn't a big deal learning how I feel about it afterwards, but the only thing that ever happened at a Coffee Bean for me was I got mugged. No, I'm kidding. But they just didn't, one time they didn't have nitro cold brew, which I had never tried, but it was fine because I like their cold brew. And then I did try the nitro cold brew on the last podcast, and I didn't like it at all. It tasted bad. Good, I have a quick burp over here. You guys want to join me? Anyways, so Starbucks is on its last fucking wobbling leg. It's on its last wobbling leg. Somebody who's never ran track before does a marathon, and their legs are not conditioned for it. They are not conditioned. They're tiny and skinny like mine, chicken legs, and then they're fucking wobbling. That is what Starbucks is on for me. And Coffee Bean's just been killing it. But they're just not everywhere, I don't think. I don't know. I only know of one near me. That's the problem. Starbucks, there's probably one in the alley. What else we got? Oh, okay. Yeah. This next subject is going to be a little bit, what's the belt after yellow? Orange. It's going to be a little bit orange for you guys. Now, what does that mean? A little bit orange means it's a little advanced, meaning you have to be someone who's willing to hear this information and take a side on something. Now, no, none of you get a belt from that, but it shows potential. I've given out one yellow belt, and I should have remembered the name, but I didn't. But they remember, and that's all that matters. And I will be giving them out, and I will. Somebody else gave Grand Master an email, which you can, again, if you have any advice or any suggestions or anything at all, you need advice or blah, 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 whatever the fuck you want to say or ask me, grandmasterpod@gmail.com. But someone said I should, A, make pins with all the different belts to give you guys, or B, different colored headbands. And I think the headband option is likely good because I can probably just go fucking buy a bunch of different colored headbands and then put them in an envelope and ship them to you guys.
I love that.
Sammy Joe loves that idea, and it wasn't mine. I think I thought of it, but I also had a fan email me.
That's so good.
Don't like the idea of calling people fans either. But, I mean, I guess if you're a fan of the show, you're a fan of the show. Just seems pretentious. I'm a fan, though. So, we're all fans. I'm a fan of so many people. Anyways. This next topic subject. Combine the two of them. And I almost said confined. Mixing combined in. Anyways. Shane Dawson. This may have happened or may have gotten big today. Literally. I was in the tub. Yeah, I was in the fucking tub, man. Chill out, or you're not part of the, get out of the dojo. If you don't like that, I take tubbies. And yeah, I just call them tubbies. I really only take a bath like once a week. Right before the podcast, honestly. Other than that, there's no time to take a bath. But if I've had a day, if I've been doing a lot, I need to just soak and relax. And you guys know that. So, Shane Dawson, this is somewhat alleged, but also there's a video where like he talked about this on a podcast or something, and I listened to it. I don't know where the video is from, but it is Shane Dawson talking, unless it's someone imitating him. But I think it was on a podcast. Let me search for Shane Dawson there. Wow, it's number 2 trending right now. Fucking crazy. What just happened? Shane Dawson. Let me see. Where is it? Let me explain it in my words, and then we'll go back. But Shane Dawson, when he was younger, I guess. We'll listen to the video, but the guy, and I looked up to Shane Dawson somewhat, I would say. Like, he's a really big YouTuber. He's been around forever. He's an OG, and he just seems really cool. But he said that when he was younger, he did fucked up things to his cat, like sexual things. And then he proceeded to say that he flipped his cat over on the back and humped it and came on it. Now, that is the grossest thing I've ever seen or heard. I haven't seen it, but I imagined it, and that was enough for me. That's fucking vile, and I don't understand it. Like, everyone's fucked a dog, but a cat? Come on, dude. A cat? You know? I think that's fucking vile, man. Everyone thinks it is. It's not a think. It is a no. It's a fucking vile thing, you know? Let's listen to him talk about it. It's hard. I want to find the, I think Keemstar has it. Keemstar is a news reporter on YouTube, if you guys don't know who that is. Barely worth listening to. He said old edgy jokes. Okay, so Shane Dawson has said that it was an old edgy joke and that it was not reality. Well, Shane, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, only you know, but I would really like to believe that Shane Dawson didn't do that. Where's the video? Oh, man, I should have had it. I'd really like to find it really quick. Come on. Interview with the cat. Oh, yuck. Okay, interview with the cat. We're going to have an interview with the cat, cat with this alleged situation tomorrow. Okay, here it is.
I've done to my poor animals, they will never love me. I've done terrible things. I used to...
Oh, no. I don't know if you want to go there, Shane. What'd you do?
One time, I laid my cat down on her back.
You gonna get arrested for this?
I don't know. No.
Think about it.
I don't think so.
Okay, go ahead.
I didn't penetrate. I laid the cat down on her back, and then I moved her little chicken legs, like, you know, spread open or whatever. And I was like, if I just, like, hump... But, like, on her tummy, like, that's not weird. Like, whatever. And then I humped it, and it kept going. I came all over the cat.
No, you did
It
not.
was like my first sexual experience.
No
I was also,
way.
like, 19. So it's like, you know.
Wait a minute.
Wait a second. Did you just say you came on a cat?
Guys, I think I have to put money in the meter.
Yeah, right?
But, you know, who likes cats? I never did anything like that. Well, I never did anything crazy like that.
Maybe that's why you don't like pussy anymore.
Hey,
So, what's up with that? Welcome to the segment of the show. What's up with that? Oh, with your host, Grand Master Chris. Sorry, I forgot my own name there for a second. With your host, Grand Master Cib, Clayton Jakes. Woo! That's a fucking vile thing. And who knows, man? Who knows? Some of me would love to like joke about it more, and but at the same time, I don't know if it's true.
He just said it.
Yeah, I know he said it, but he also says that it was an old edgy joke. But it also didn't come off as a joke. You know? But let's take sides, guys. What do you think? Did he do it? Did he not do it? I think he did it. He seems like a really weird guy. Totally, yeah. I have a friend who did a similar thing, actually. I'm not even joking. I think I told you. No. You don't, I think you know who he is. Well, not everybody knows he, but my friend a long time ago, he wasn't that young when he did it. He was probably like 17, maybe 18. But he told me that he two things. He, one, masturbated and then threw his cum at the wall or something because he was too lazy to do anything with it, which is fucking gross, dude. Yeah, just chucked it like at the wall, like across the room. No, like chucked it. So he had happened it, he made it exist into his hand, and then he threw it across the room because he just didn't want to deal with it, which is like, dude, come on. You have a fucking blanket or something, just yucky. And then one time, this is really fucked. One time he said he had made it happen into his hand, and then he fed it to his cat. I only remember him telling me that, but saying that you fed it to your cat implies that the cat had ate or licked some, which is fucking gross. Should have said puke warning while you're eating your cereal here. I'm so sorry that you had to hear that. But it's the most fucking... I can't imagine ever wanting to do that. God rest his soul. You know, he's still alive, but shouldn't be. Kidding. Nice kid. But what's worse, the Shane Dawson thing or the feeding thing?
What was the cat's choice if it wanted to lick it up?
Yeah, I think you're right. That one's slightly less worse than humping a cat and then coming on the fucking cat. That's vile. Shane, man, if you did that, Shane, come on, dude. 19. I really hope it's a joke and you'll never admit to doing it. So there's zero way of knowing what happened. Only you know and the cat. And until they can teach cats to talk, man, we're going to have to believe what you say. That being said, it didn't happen, I guess. And it was an old edgy joke. And I hope it is, dude. Truly. Because that poor cat. What else we got? Oh yeah, let's talk about what I did this weekend with Sam and Joe. What we did. We had such a fucking great weekend. It was so good. Friday night rolls around and we decide to go get some food, and we're like, what are we in the mood for? What have we not had for a long time? Fish and chips. Now, you guys don't call it that in America, right?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, you do call it fish and chips.
Well, we don't just say, oh, let's get a hot dog and chips.
Oh yeah, in Canada, my family calls fries chips sometimes. A lot of the time. They'll be like, oh, let's go to a chip stand. Which you also don't really have in America, or in LA, not much. In LA, taco stands. In Chicago, hot dog stands. In Canada, chip stands, where you get poutine. It's a fucking wonderful thing to have a chip stand when you need it. But we went and we're like, oh, let's get some fish and chips. Where the fuck can we possibly get like good fish and chips? I mean, we live near Santa Monica, so it's got to be everywhere, right? And we've never seen a random fish and chips place. Get in the car, they're everywhere. Instantly everywhere. It's like one of those things where as soon as you start thinking of something, it just appears in your life more. But I think that's because you're aware of that thing more, even if it's subconsciously, which is then when you're more likely to notice it versus when it's not really on your mind or it's not on your subconscious mind, and then you don't notice it, which is probably like a lot of things. Or the world's magical and everything's fucking about us, you know? That's probably what it's like, right? There's fucking billions and billions of people on the earth, but the world's about me and it's about Sammy Joe. I don't think so. Yeah. But sometimes we pretend that it is. And that's a fun world to live. But then we went and saw a movie. I think, was that Friday night or Saturday night? Saturday. Okay, so we didn't. We got ice cream and then went home, yeah. And then Saturday, just the greatest day. Got fucking breakfast. A big fucking bowl of eggs. What did I even have?
You had a bagel.
Oh, just a bagel. Never mind. But it had eggs on it. Got bagels, dude. Fucking breakfast bagels. That's what I'm talking about. On an everything bagel. Everything bagel breakfast bagel with eggs and fucking cheese. Bagel? Bagel? Oh, I hate that. Bagel? Well, I'm Canadian. Maybe it's because we say it like that. Bagels. Fuck it. So we got bagels. And then our day was just, we went to a fucking, what's it called? A Big Five store. And we bought, yeah, it's like a sports store here in America. and we bought fucking 2 baseball mitts and a baseball. And Sammy Joe, this is so funny. I was amazed that she did this. Not grossed out. Don't want to make her feel bad about it at all. Just purely amazed that she had the audacity to do something like this because she normally doesn't. But we're standing, at the gloves. And I'm in the middle, and Sammy Joe's on my left, and the guy helping us is right on our right. We're all pretty tight together because he's showing us the gloves and the prices and stuff. And then I smell something in the air, very potent. And I didn't know what it was. And I was like, is it the gloves? And he's like showing us around. And I look at the gloves, and I immediately was like, I know what this is. Sammy Joe farted. And then I looked at her with his face like, you did this now? Amazing. You would never. But he can smell this, obviously, the guy to my right. And the poor fucking guy, he's like, do you need anything else? Can I help you with anything else? And I was like, nope, we're good. And then I kind of like shuffled forward a little bit so he wouldn't cross me and walk into the danger zone. The Sammy Joe's danger zone. And then he walked away, and she walked away before he left even because she immediately started laughing and crying laughing because she thought it was so funny. And I didn't want the poor girl to feel embarrassed because it's not embarrassing, it's funny. But we just don't normally do that. We're just not farting on people in public. That's normally what we don't do. If anything, we are like, I gotta fart, we gotta go. But she laid grace upon us all. She decided it was time to pray. She made it rain in there, Tear gas. What? Who pay you? It's not. It was just fucking.
Laughing so loud.
She was laughing. Everyone knew in the store that she did that, and there's zero chance. Let me think about it. There was zero chance that he didn't smell your grace, your sin. I was just amazed that she did that. I was like, I'm a guy and I wouldn't even do that because I wouldn't want to fart and then have somebody I don't know smell it and know that I farted and that it was me. Like simply just, if that prevents me, I would be like, gotta go. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Walk away. But the amazing thing was realizing, going, what? Is it the new gloves? Is it the leather on the? No.
You looked at me.
Yeah, I immediately looked to her left and I was like, you did that? She's dying laughing right now and I love it. But that wasn't the only time that day she fucking came in like a thief in the night, a ninja. She fucking assassinated people that day. After playing ball at the park, we had a great day. Fucking amazing day. Just throwing a ball around, Where the fuck did we go? Where did we go? Where was it? No. Where did we go? Oh, at the end of the day, we're like, all right, let's go get some dinner. And then we got, I went to Susie Cakes. And she's like, I'm going to go get a sample at Susie Cakes, which she does every time we pass it. So they know that she only goes in there to get a sample. And they go, I might be back. And then, then we leave. And she doesn't go back ever. And I go, oh, fuck. I want you to have that too. Like, I'll buy, I even say, I'm like, I'll buy you a whole fucking cake, anything you want. They know you're not going to buy anything. Whatever you want, the world is your oyster. She's like, I just don't want all that right now. I just don't want all that right now. But she's definitely willing to, she goes in and she gets a sample. It was the last sample on the tray. Lots of people in there. She goes in, she's like, oh, perfect. There's a lot of people in there. They won't even notice, they won't notice me. I'll go in, I'll get my sample and I'll leave. Lots of people, we walk up, immediately someone's like, hey, let me know when I can help you. Because I think they recognized her, so they decided to put her first for an order, which they knew she wasn't going to fucking get, by the way. And they go, let me know, I can help you at any moment, let me know. And she's like, okay, sweet, thanks. Like she was ready, perfect. It's like she looks around too, like, it's like, that one's probably the one I'm going to get too. Yeah, that one and that one's good. We love those ones too. Grabs the fucking, she eats the last one. There's a bunch of free magnets. She's like, ooh, magnet. Grabs a magnet. And she fucking hightails it out of there. Dude. Oh, man. I'm almost in tears right now. No, it wasn't that loud when she farted. It was more of like a accident that happened. But what she essentially did was go in there, rob them of their last sample, take a free magnet, and then fucking leave. And then she just left. And she's like, we gotta go. After she ate the sample and took a fucking magnet. I'm like, you can never go back there. Do you realize that? Oh, I'm crying. Amazing. I have the greatest wife in the world. No one's wife will beat that. Amazing. And the other thing is she doesn't normally do that. She's such a clean girl. She thinks she's disgusting, but she's so clean all the time. I'm a filthy boy, and I'm 10 times more clean ever since I met her. But I don't want to make her sound like a fucking demon. She's super fucking clean all the time. You know what I mean? Just fucking thanks for the free shit. That's the thanks they get. She goes in there. Last sample. Magnet. Free. Thanks. Dude, that is so fucking rich. My eyes hurt because I've been rubbing allergies in them, and now they're all like fucking crusty and fucking red. Oh man, that's the hardest I've laughed on this podcast. I wonder if that would have made me. We talked about this a while ago too. I was like, I never laugh at things by myself. I wonder if Sammy Jo wasn't there and I couldn't feel her humility and her like laughter from this, if that would have made me laugh or not. But I laughed very hard. I'm in like a little bit of tears. I think comedy is amazing. That's comedy. She's just in heaven right now. She's just, all the dopamine in her brain has been released all at one time, getting to relive that moment. And it was, I love her so much because after all of that, she'll leave the store with like a lot of embarrassment, but she turns that into humor for her, at least when those things happen, which again, not often. Like that's never happened. And then it happens twice in one day, and she just is laughing and laughing and laughing, and she's such a fucking sweetheart. She's so cute, you know? But that was one of the funniest things. And the funny thing for me is like, in the moment, I'm laughing now. I didn't even laugh then. I wasn't like not laughing. I just was like in shock more than anything. I was like, you did that. Wow. And I was like, you just robbed them of their...
Because you won't fart.
No, I won't. I mean, I'll fart in public, but like if I'm walking, if I'm moving, and I leave a little drive-by, but I won't like stick around and fucking watch people suffer around me. You'll be like, oh yeah, they smell it.
I don't like that.
You little fucking gremlin. What else? Oh yeah, I wrote down Sammy Jo farted and I looked at her. What the fuck is that smell? Also, Susie Cake, robber farter. Like that's my notes. That's all I write down, and then that's amazing. Also, Susie Cake, robber farter is what I wrote down. The Susie Cakes, robber farter. No, probably not. It was just amazing. Just the idea of taking their last sample, a free fucking magnet. Thanks, guys. Fucking leaving. When you're such a beautiful, like, poised woman, like, that's why it's so funny. If you were some gross fucking, like, person, I'd be like, oh. But, like, it's just, like, shocking when you do shit like that. What else happened? Oh, no, I did continue to write that. I wrote Susie Cake, robber, farter, and lever. Susie Cake, robber, farter, and lever take a magnet is what I wrote. Dude, these are the least useful fucking notes I've ever seen, and I wrote them. I wrote them in the tub, getting ready for this podcast. Oh, yeah. The next thing that we did, we watched a movie on the weekend, went to the theaters. We never do that. It's a fucking treat and a half. It's a treat and a half when I get to. When Sam and Jill lets me go to the movies with her, because she doesn't like movies. No, she doesn't not like movies. She doesn't like the idea of going to see a movie, because for her it feels like a waste of time. When in reality, it's the best fucking time. I'd watch 7 movies in a row, and I think I've done that before. But we went and saw this movie in the theater called 5 Feet Apart. I didn't know that it was a sad movie. Now, was it amazing? No, it wasn't amazing. Was it good? Yeah, it was good. It had Cole Sprouse in it. And I'm really enjoying seeing his acting career, move forward and seeing the roles he's taking, like from Riverdale, which was like a cringe fest, but also like I liked it because it was visually appealing and shit, to like a serious movie like this, which was very Netflixy. It was like, if that makes sense, it was a very Netflix movie, even though, is it even on Netflix?
No, but I
but it felt very Netflix. Like the shots were very like, I don't know if guerrilla like style is the correct term, but it just felt like very Netflix. A little like nothing fucking mind blowing. Just like just like good shots. But yeah, he was good in it, and the girl was good in it, and she was in something that we saw too. The female lead. They're both really good. But the end of it, this was such an amazing thing and a first for me. At the end of it, it ends in a sad way. I'm not going to give, not the worst way. Could have ended much worse, by the way. I'm not trying to give spoilers. But it ended in a way that made you feel sad, but also kind of happy, but like sad. And everyone in the theater is crying, right? Because it's sad. And then as the credits roll, like end of the film, everybody starts laughing. All these girls are like laughing. And I'm hearing like 20, 30 people laughing. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? This isn't funny. I was like, this is sad. I'm terribly sad right now. And then Sammy Joe said, it's because they're all realizing that they're crying in public in the theater. And I was like, oh my God, that's amazing that they were doing that. That was like such a crazy thing to see all these people laughing at a terribly, like, not terribly sad, but a sad ending. Pretty sad. And I was like, why are they laughing? She's like, it's because they're realizing that they're crying. And then I went, oh yeah, just such a cool thing, you know, but good movie. Enjoyed it. It was one of those movies that you're like, oh, I don't regret coming to the theater for. What else did we do? Made us want to live. Yeah, it really did. It was one of those movies that you think about, then you appreciate your life and you appreciate your significant other. All of you singles, you just wouldn't understand until you're in a relationship, which, let me tell you, it's pretty great. So, what's that, bitch? Just kidding. I thought it'd be a funny thing to say. I never call her a bitch. What'd you say, babe? Then we went to the pier to live more. And that was great. We played all the carny games, the Santa Monica Pier. Played all the little carny games. Are they called carny games? I think they're called carny games. I should tell the story about that too. I don't know if I ever have. Have I? That I was a carny?
I don't think you have.
That's like obvious. Like you look at me and you go, oh yeah. That makes sense. You're definitely a carny. And you might still be a carny. But so we played, I'll tell that story afterwards, but we played all the carny games, and even like the ones that we knew were rigged. We're suckers for that. Even today at the mall, we went to the mall today, and like as we're walking out, we look to our left, and there's that machine where it's like, you know, the one that's like the key that like you press stop when it's down, it goes and it never goes in the fucking hole, and then it goes back up. We played one of those, spent $10 on it for fucking 10 turns or whatever. But and we fall for that shit. It's just fun to play. The idea of winning something and then not gambling addiction. That's where that comes from, which I don't have, but I want to have. It's already 44 minutes in. Are you kidding me, man? What a bummer. It's got to end soon. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so we played the carnival games there. That's probably the correct term for it. Not carny games, but there were carnies there. Are they carnies? I don't know. Fuck it. We played the games, and we won prizes, obviously, because I'm fucking good at it. Grandmaster's amazing with his carnival games. That's where Grandmaster skills come in most. We don't fight in the dojo. We used to fight, but we don't anymore now. We just play carny games. We're a peaceful breed, we are. We played a game where you throw you have to pop the balloons with the little bags, right? We won 2 little dolphin things, and we gave them to these sweet little princesses who are going to play too. These little girls there. And we're like, do you guys want our little things? And they're, oh, it was great parenting because the first girl that we were like, do you want them to? She's like, no.
Because I whispered it to her like a fucking creep.
Oh, did you? You whispered it to her like a creep? Oh, yeah, but you were trying to be sweet. You're like, want it?
But it's creepy.
No, but yeah, you know what? Now that I'm seeing it and I did it myself, it came off as really creepy, but when you do it, I see how your intentions are, and it's like a secret. Like, you, like it's you. Like, hey, you want it? Like, you can have it. Like, yeah, you can have
Real
it.
creepy from you because you're a boy.
Yeah, want it? Hey, hey, want it? Fuck. But she said no, the little girl, and I was impressed immediately, and I was like, oh, obviously, yeah. She's taught not to accept things from strangers, and then her parents were like, it's okay, and then she's like, okay. And she took it, and it was sweet, and both of them had it. And then we played more games. And then on the way out, I played this one game that was just basketball. Just like real hoops, though, like high up hoops. You're at the free throw line, opportunity moment. And the hoops were normal. They weren't fucking fake. There's a big crowd of people going like, oh, very close. but didn't score. Now, yeah, I did get close. And people are like, oh, and that made me feel amazing. A lot of adrenaline. In that moment, I thought, I should be an NBA player because I played. I should be an NBA player. Missed every single free throw line shot, but it was close. And close is only something that counts in horseshoes. Or it doesn't count in horseshoes. Who knows? I don't remember. Played a lot of it as a kid, and I should remember. Played a lot of basketball as a kid, and I should have scored. Had the first S or C-shaped hoop in Ontario when they came out. Had the first one in Ontario to ever exist. The basketball nets that, like, here's the net, right? Here's the backboard, the net's here, and the what's it called? The pole. Instead of it going straight down, it went like this and then down so that you could dunk on it. Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah, they became really popular when I was a kid, and I just never seen them before. But yeah, in Canada, had the first one. So should have been better at it because I played a ton of basketball. Now I've lost all my talent. I'm not as good at skateboarding anymore. I'm not as good at basketball anymore. Not as good at most things anymore, except for maybe music. I might be better than I was, I'd have to say. But yeah, lost that. But the thrill of having everyone watch you and root for you to score, amazing. Like, I was like fucking vibrating after the shots. I was like, oh, fuck. More. I need to score. I need to make these people happy. But I couldn't. I couldn't make them happy, and I certainly couldn't make myself happy in that moment. No, I was. It was amazing. Such a fun night. Great weekend. We did good. Sam, you and I love to have a nice, good weekend where we spend lots of time outdoors, and it was awesome. I wish I had talked about this more. Oh, actually, before I move on to the next one of the carny games we played was like you get a bucket of rings and you have to toss it and try to get it onto the bottles. And I order 2 buckets, one for me, one for my beautiful wife who was right next to me to my right. And we're just having a great time playing the game. And there's this fucking jackass right beside me who was like some 40-year-old freak, some 40-year-old virgin. There's nothing wrong with being a virgin. I just wanted to make a 40-year-old virgin movie reference. But some fucking freak was beside me to my left. And he was like, oh, fuck yeah. Shit, man. Come on. You're so close. Oh, fuck. Damn, I want to try that. Is it that hard? Come on. I mean, and then he starts asking the person like right beside me, like, hey, can I get a demo? Can I get a demo ring? He's like kind of like nudging me too. He's like, ah, shit. He's like, damn, you gotta let me try that. You gotta let me try that. And I was just like, motherfucker, stop talking to me, dude. I'm trying to have a good time here with my wife. I'm trying to fucking hang out, trying to play with my wife, throw the rings. We're going to miss all of them because they make it difficult for a reason. It's a carnival game. Yes, it's hard. Answer, yes. You've been to a carnival? Answer is yes, it's hard because it's built to usually not win. You're 40. Let the 20-year-olds fucking hang out. 23, 25, married young, having a great time. Get the fuck away from me, guy on my left going, if he had asked me, because he didn't actually ask me if I could have a ring, but I could feel him, like, he wanted me to give him one so he could try, and, like, he wasn't homeless, he was just a guy, and I think he was there with a girl, and he was ignoring his girl, and all I'm thinking is, like, dude, pay the $5, get a bucket, whether you're poor or not, quit fucking trying to leech off my rings and my fun with my wife. I'm trying to fucking have fun with my wife over here, and you're just pissing me off, dude. If he had asked me for a ring, I would have been like, hey man, look, like I paid for the rings. I'm trying to have fun with my wife here, and I'm not here with you. I don't know you. You're taking away a lot from the moments I'm trying to have and cherish with my wife over here. So that made me, I was annoyed. Yeah, fans, God. I mean, I guess people who watch are fans, but people who watch, or fans, or both, whoever the fuck, if you guys watch, come up to me anytime. You know what I mean? Any fucking time. I love it. I've always loved it. I love attention. Why do you think I do YouTube? Obviously. And why I'm in the entertainment industry. I like to make people laugh. That's my favorite thing in the world. I like how it makes me feel. And I like that it makes other people feel happiness and shit too. But yeah, any fucking time, dude. 2 Marines came up to us the other day, me, Steve, and James, and near a Starbucks, and we were like, Marines watch? Pretty cool. Also, we got a DM from somebody who said in Ottawa, I don't know if you're watching. If you are, awesome, and thank you. But they're doing an SP7 Spirit Day where the whole school, now he might just mean his class, but he made it sound like his whole school was doing an SP7 Spirit Day because they said that me from this channel, from Sugar Pine 7, Kib from Sugar Pine 7 is from Ottawa, which I'm not from Ottawa, but that's what I say. But I mean, that's like the home city, that's like this homie city. So that they're doing a Spirit Day and they're all going to dress up like Sugar Pine 7 characters, which is so cool, by the way. And I hope that if you're watching, you send me pictures of everybody because that's amazing. My nose is so itchy because I'm getting like a little pimple under there and it's not formed. I usually don't get dimples underneath anywhere. They never usually come to whiteheads. I've got lucky, perfect skin. Grand Master never gets pimples. When he does, they just get sore and they just like are a little bit red and then they go away because I got lucky. But I don't remember what I was saying before that. Yeah, before that though. Oh, that people can come up to us. Yeah, so anyone can come up to us anytime. I love it so much. I love talking to them and I love, I'll never be an asshole. The only time ever that I was ever at all maybe a little bit unpleasant to see was, which I even tried not to be unpleasant, but like when people would come to the Van Nuys office, because we wanted to discourage people from doing that because it's just a little invasive and that's not why we have an office. It wasn't supposed to be a public attraction, even though it was posted somebody put it on Google as a fucking public attraction. But when people would come to the office, we would just say like, hey, like, no, we can't really take a picture. No, you can't come in. Like we don't really want people to come in, but it's nice to see you, sorry guys, but we got to get back to work. And then, we'd just be a little like less pleasant than we normally would if you see us on the streets. Run up to me, and be like, listen, Kib, like do it. I love it. You know what I mean? People have yelled at me through cars and it's the greatest thing in the world. I'm just like driving, either listening to the happiest music in the world or most sad music in the world. And then I hear someone, I'm like, amazing. My whole day's better. So love it. Anyways. Yeah, we had a great weekend, and now we're about to go hang out with some of our neighbors. They have dogs, so that's a good-ass weekend. I think we're going to start buying doggy stuff, like dog clothes, and in the next year, we might have a dog. You know what I mean? We already made an Instagram for it. I won't tell you what it is, but I wonder if I should say the name. No. Damn it. They're already going to find it because they'll check who I'm following. Odie Meal. But you don't need to follow it yet because we might not have a dog for 6 months or more, But his name's going to be Odie Meal. We already have the ad on Instagram, so try and fuck with me. I will. Hiya. He's Odie Meal because he's more than a snack. I don't understand what that means.
Well, first of all, it's like oatmeal. Did you get that?
Yeah. OT Meal.
But
How?
he's a name.
Right.
So it's like oatmeal. But because
I'm sorry if you
meal
can't
is a
hear.
play on word with meal. He's more than a snack. He's a full meal.
Odie Meal. Oh, I understand. I never once got that.
But also oatmeal, but also Odie.
More than a meal. I never understood it. What else we have? Oh yeah. Anyways, so I was on Grace Helbig's podcast. You guys should check that out. Not Too Deep with Grace Helbig. That was so much fucking fun. I loved that. I was a little nervous. Every time I do something that I've not done before, I'm nervous. But it was great. You guys should check that out. I think it's coming. I don't know when it's going to come out, actually. I think this month, maybe next month. It might be April, which is next month, right?
Yeah.
We're not in April. Ow, man. This nose thing hurts. Ugh. But go check that out. Her podcast, I think it'll be on YouTube. It should. But she's much bigger on Spotify and iTunes. But check that out. We talked a lot about everything. Some deep things. Some SB7 related things. It was a great podcast. She's really good at it. She's done a lot of it. And she's had fucking massive guests on her podcast too. Like she had Nick, who was a bachelor. Do you remember his last name? Vial, something like that. He's the big Chicago bachelor who was on The Bachelor. And other giant people on there. I think that's so cool. But to be on it, I was like, wow, amazing. Thanks, Grace. That was fun. And yeah, that was a fucking blast. I love doing shit I haven't done before. It makes me feel like, I'm still doing stuff. You know what I mean? Like we're always doing Sugar Pine 7. I'll always be doing this. But being a part of other people's things definitely keeps the juices flowing and rocking. But what else we got? What else did I do? think I got one more thing. Oh yeah, just that we filmed at the old office. That was another thing I want to talk about too. It was so cool. I haven't been to the old office, the Van Nuys office, in so long. I think that video came out today actually, which is Sunday. But I haven't been to that office in at least 6-8 months, maybe more, since we moved out. I don't remember the last time, but so cool. It just gave me this vibe. And the interesting thing is, before we left to move to our current offices with Funhouse at RTLA, Rooster Teeth Los Angeles, is what Rooster Teeth calls it. But before we moved there, we were like, we need to get the fuck out of Van Nuys. This place sucks. There was shanty towns of homeless people. Fucking whole shanty town of homeless. They were everywhere. They really were. And it was like dangerous. And I got like I had homeless guys come at me and try to break into my car. Like, it was just bad, dude. And it was in the valley, and it was just like a shitty area. We were so close to fucking Panorama City, which is like one of the worst cities ever, or in America or in Los Angeles. I don't remember, but it's we hated it, man. But going back there, man, it was like amazing. And I wished that was our current office. So it's one of those things, dude. The grass is always greener, The grass is always greener. I mean, it's not in every aspect of my life for sure, but with work stuff, when you get to the point where you feel a little complacent, or humans need change in certain ways of their life. And for work, for me, it definitely need change, man. That's why I love this podcast, because it's a once a week thing. So it doesn't, I never get burned out of it. I never don't want to do it. I'm always stoked, even if I'm tired. Like, I was tired and I was like, oh, I wish I could just nap instead of doing the podcast. But that's just because I was tired, not because I didn't want to do the podcast, You making sin over there? She goes like that. I don't know. Listen to that. RTX, yeah. So you guys should come to RTX. If you're in Austin, great. I'm going to be there. I forget when it is. 4th of July weekend. Also, those of you that are still around, if you are in LA, there's still some tickets left for the Sugar Pine 7 Live event coming up April 11th. I think VIP sold out. Get fucking wrecked if you wanted that. General admission still available, but it's all good. It's all good seats. It's a smaller venue. It's only like, I don't even know how many, but it's a smaller venue. It's not massive, so every seat's good. Go get a ticket. We've got a couple tickets left, handful, I think, and we're excited to do it. We got a lot of music. I have a lot of preparation to do because 95% of the songs are me singing, and I got to remember all the lyrics. But it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. I'm excited to sing live. I'm gonna be nervous as shit. Maybe I'll get really drunk before it, and I'll be really fucking wasted. Like, just throwing up Rick and Morty style. Just puke on my breath, on my mouth. This next song is gonna be Cecilia. Cecilia! You guys know that one? Go listen to our music if you haven't. It's pretty good, man. And I can say that because I don't make it all. I just sing it. And I write some of the lyrics and some of the melodies. But Steve's a freak. There's a fruit fly and it's fucking dead. It's nice to take a life.
That's what they do in Dojo. They catch flies.
That's right. They do. That's a perfect example. What an amazing podcast ending thing we just did. We caught a fly in our hand. Did I get him? I hope I got him. In the dojo, we can snatch a fly out of the sky. They do it with chopsticks, though. Or at least they did that in Kung Fu Panda. Oh, I thought you haven't seen Kung Fu Panda.
I might have actually.
You have seen it?
I might have.
Well, if you remember that scene, then you definitely have seen it. Maybe they do it in The Karate Kid, too, though.
Everything.
Have you seen The Karate Kid?
Yes.
Not the one with Jaden Smith.
No, I've seen like all of them.
Really? Oh, yeah, because you liked Taekwondo, as you say it. Hold up. Gotta ask you guys this. This has been an ongoing debate. Do you say Taekwondo or do you say Taekwondo?
I say Taekwondo.
That's exactly what Taekwondo.
Well, I just say Taekwondo.
Yeah, you say Taekwondo,
Yeah.
which is incorrect, I believe.
What were we talking about?
Unless I'm wrong. But I think it's Taekwondo.
Crayon.
Oh, yeah. I think that's an American. It's got to be an American thing or like a Midwestern thing for you. Because she'll say for crayons. that are spelt with an O-N, she says crayon.
Crayon.
Like cranberries. That's how you say it. I don't say crayon. I fucking gotta get me. I've been writing my fucking signatures on contracts with crayons. Oh, I love eating me some crayons. No, I say crayon.
Did I say crayon?
Crayon.
What else?
I know why you say it like that, because it's as if you're saying crayon. Like crayon. Like really quickly. Crayon. Like a crayon. But it's crayon. Like a crayon.
What else?
And now the word sounds fucking weird. Do you guys say crayon? Or do you say crayon? If you say crayon, I don't know, man. Why? Why do you do that? It's not. And maybe it is, because tomato, tomato, potato, potato. What else do you say that's weird?
There's another thing we talk about.
Do you say rough or do I say rough? I mean, I'm not from
Like
on the roof.
I used to say rough till I got made fun of.
The roof. That's right. Yeah, the roof. The ruins.
But I don't say rough. I say like rough.
Roof. Like a dog. Roof. She's just fucking playing with a little elastic band over there. You bored? Am I boring you?
I'm having a great time.
Great. Well, everybody, I don't know if we made it to the hour mark because I was rolling for a little bit before I actually came in. Now,
An hour and 2.
I know I see an hour and 2 over here, but I didn't know because we were rolling and you began talking as I was rolling in the beginning. Do you remember that?
That wasn't more than 2 minutes.
I don't know if it was more than 2 minutes, but it might have been more than 2 minutes. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. It's been another great podcast. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. Yeah, we are looking for some sponsors for this podcast, guys. So if anybody works at a marketing agency, come on, man. We got a great audience over here. Everyone's so great and special. One day we will. We're already talking to a couple sponsors, you guys, so it's going to be great. Just saying. You know, love you guys. You may now exit the dojo. See you next week.